Right, Alex came fourth. Mathmech. Let's get to the profile.
So full of charisma.
I know. Teach him one day.
Is that Ricky Martin? Isn't he like...
No, he was redeemed. It was all like cleared of all of those charges. Thank you very much. The Ricky Martin token wins me most games. 3 circular, 3 diameter, 2 subtraction, 2 addition, 2 sigma, 3 parallel exceed.
That looks familiar.
Pretty basic.
Yeah.
For Mathmech. Don't really need to explain any of that. 2's on most of the hand traps, 2 ash, 2 Velo, 2 nib, 2 crow, 1 bell. 1 bell's just as a extra, especially in the Mathmech mirror. You can just search it with small world if needs be. 222, I figured that it's better to just have a variety of hand traps, play multiples for the variety of decks, especially going into a tournament where you don't know what the opponent's going to be playing, what the local meta is. Archfiend Eccentric, great small world bridge, just there to outmine, out back row, came up a lot, wouldn't change it. 1 main deck Lava Golem, also came up a few times, didn't end up bridging into small world, but it's so accessible, especially when you see your opponent's face when you activate it. And then you go, bridge to small world, hop, it's great. Moving on to spell and traps, it's also fairly basic. 3 Signet Mining, 2 small world, 1 equation, 2 desire, 1 call by.
That looks familiar.
Is that what you ran?
Yeah.
No, my list. Yeah, it's all
Your
pretty
list?
basic.
Should we look,
Our list.
should we look back at when I was saying to you about the Desires build and you were like, no.
But yeah, but that was because after testing I realised I needed more drawing. With my tutoring. Our tutoring.
So the camera gets put down, it's only because I was getting swept.
Yeah.
Oh no, we'll have words after this.
But yeah, I was running originally the multiplication Nabla. Decided to drop it just for extra utility. Basically, the desires went in and they came out. I don't really miss Final Sigma, but there are a few times where it is fun. But yeah, that's about it. Onto the traps. 2 super factorial, 3 imperm, 1 induction, 41 cards in total. Yeah, it's all fairly standard. You don't really need to explain any of it at this point. Onto the extra deck, which is also very standard. 2 Alan Bersham, 2 Laplacian, 2, this came up a lot, this came up a lot, wouldn't change it. 1 Lingreaver, 1 Appaloosa, 1 Transcode, 1 Heat Soul because I actually planned ahead. 1 IP Masquerade.
We will have more words after this.
1 Cyburst Wicked, 1 Devotee, 1 Link Disciple, 1 Access Code, 1 Splash Mage, 1 Update Jammer. Every single card in the extra deck came up at one point today. Don't see a need to change it. There's things I'd like to try, things I'd like to play, but just not enough space. Onto the extra deck.
Do you mean side deck?
That one. It's not organised.
Oh, someone didn't plan ahead, did they?
Get you next time. Alright, there we go. First off, 1 Spell Counselor. Didn't actually come up today, but I'd still keep it in for Brunic and other decks like Despia. It went in against, but I didn't see it. Rika, I did have the opportunity to get it, but I chose not to because I wasn't sure if it was high impact. Turns out it is. Good. But yeah, I wouldn't change that. It's easily bridged into, and it stops Mystic Mine. 2 draw, mostly for Flunderies and Mathmech Mirror. It bridges a lot as well. I wouldn't change that either. It came up a few times. Basic spell and trap removal, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Duster. Duster didn't actually go in today, but I wouldn't drop it just for back row heavy decks. 3 Dark Ruler No More, also didn't actually come up today. I think I went into it once, but I didn't see it. But I wouldn't change it. 3 Rivalry, it's broken. And 3 evenly matched when we loads the games. That's about it. Yeah.
Would you like to talk about your matchups?
my phone's moved there. I can't remember that far back. Oh wait, no it's not. Here it is. Yeah, my matchups were... round 1 just didn't turn up, so that was basically a bye. Round 2 was Sky Striker, just walked straight through it. Then it was Rika, but I opened with 5 hand traps game 1, 5 hand traps game 2, no extenders, no engine, so that was my one and only loss for the day. Round 4 was Despia, game 1 Scythe Lock, couldn't do much, no hand traps, ironic. And then, yeah, game 2 and 3, just walked straight through them. Round 5 was Terra Elements. Terra Elements is pretty basic, and then round 4 was a draw with Connor, who was on the ABC deck. That's about it. I don't think I'd change anything. I'd like to run 40 cards, but 41 works fine. And yeah, not much else to say.
Alright, well, thanks for that.
I'd keep more Ricky Martin tokens.
We'll not dive into the Ricky Martin thing, but thank you, and we'll catch you later.
Shh, not a zombie channel.